Here we have a loop. So a loop that will call the hello world function 10 times. As you can see, range here will has an input. And by the way, this range, we talked about it in the built-in functions. This range is a built-in function that returns the 10 numbers from 0 to 9, and I is a loop that loops over these numbers. So we will have this loop will run 10 times, and then we'll call hello world function 10 times. So what we expect is hello world in our console 10 times. So let's see what happens now. Now here, as you can see in your screen, this is our Spider development platform, and here I have the same code as you have as we had in the slides. Here we have the loop, and here we have the function. Now if we run this, here this is my console. If we run this, we have the 10 hello words that we were supposed to receive. So as you can see here, this is the I, the variable. This is why I use Spider, because I can see my variables on the meantime. So let's move into the next part. So Python types and Python and types. So Python types have two properties. First one is being dynamic typing, which means that Python determines the data types of variable bindings in a program automatically. And the second property, which means Python is not casual about types, it's called strong typing. It enforces the types of objects. So if it enforces by returning an error when there is a problem. So for example, we can't add up a string to an integer because that would result in a value error, which we will see later on the exceptions topic. Now let me show you a quick example of what happens when we make such a mistake and how to fix it. So example 2.1 here. Let me move it to the slides here. Example 2.1. It takes, unlike the previous example, this one takes input x and then takes that x, print that x plus hello world. And then when we call this function, we have a loop just like before, and then we call hello world and we give it I as an input. So I here is an integer, and then so it takes the integer as input and then tries to print it plus a string. So that's the problem here. Now if we run this, as you can see here, type error unsupported operand types plus integer and string. So as I said, you can't add up a string with an integer. Now how do we fix this? Is by using a built-in function, just like showed here in example 2-2. So we add a small function here, str, parentheses, and we give x as an input. So str, which stands for string, will take data types that are known, for example, integer, floats, and other types of strings, and other types of data types, and return them as a string, so that we can represent them, or we can print them into our console. So let's see if this works. Here, as you can see, now we can print the x that was given, and that's 0 until 9, and that runs 10 times, just like explained before.